This is the Go Phonics Kit. The stories, the workbooks, the games, many of the songs, the teacher's guide, and the word list book were all written by me. My daughter Holly did all of the illustrations. Now, first thing I'm going to tell you about is the assessments. You're going to use these for various reasons. First of all, you can make multiple copies of this because it's on a data CD. You'll make as many copies as you need for your students and a copy for yourself for instruction. There are three purposes for this. First, you're going to find out if a beginning student knows anything. A lot of them know a lot more than you think. Second, you're going to determine if an older student who is struggling, what his placement is going to be. And then, at the end of each level, you can use the assessments to check for the retention. Now, I'm going to tell you next about two desk companions, the teacher's guide and the word list. The first desktop companion is the teacher's guide, and it will have instructions for every lesson that you teach. Each lesson in the teacher's guide will do this: list the materials needed, give instruction for auditory review, spelling, visual review, teaching a new sound, playing a game, explaining worksheets, and which non-decodable words to teach. The comprehension questions for the teacher to ask during the reading are also in this guide, and ideas for creative writing. Now, the second one is the word list book. It's based on simple, multiple spellings for each sound that is taught. There's a list for every sound taught, and some sounds that are not used in Go Phonics are also in this word list book. It will give the teacher lots of choices for words to use for vocabulary extension. For example, lists 16 and 17 have all the English words with AI and AY. These lists are a good resource for the teacher and will be used in every lesson. The keyword charts come in a set of 4, and you will be posting them on the wall wherever you're teaching. On these charts, you'll notice a picture for every sound. Now, the purpose of that is to help the student remember the sound that the letter makes. For instance, if you teach the letter A, and the sound is the one you hear at the beginning of apple. When my students forget a sound, I automatically refer them to the chart. Learning these sounds requires a lot of repetition, and this is where the letter cards come into play. So these are the letter cards. They're in 2 colors, pink for the vowels, white for the consonants. These are a major source of review and practice. You're going to be using these every day for auditory and visual review. Next, I'd like to tell you about the music book. The more activities you have when you're teaching reading, the better off you're going to be. The music book provides a great source. Most students love music. The Go Phonics songs provide reinforcement for sounds they've been learning. The songbook also has raps and poems about the parts of speech in the English language, like nouns, verbs, and adjectives. The CD at the back has tracks for each song. So, now let me tell you about another fun part, the games. There are 50 phonics games that come in their own box. This box includes game boards, spinners, and over 1,400 game cards. Each game provides word decoding practice for a new sound. The games provide good preparation for reading. Struggling readers need a lot of repetition. A game provides the necessary drill and practice to learn a new sound and makes it fun. The game cards will have many words with a new sound. Some of these words will be in the new story or appear in future stories. Others were chosen for vocabulary enrichment. Students who memorize words easily can use decoding practice to sound out longer words that they haven't memorized. This will also improve comprehension and fluency. These games include beginning and ending blends, multiple syllables, and unfamiliar words. There's a rule book that explains the rules for all the games. Now, each level in Go Phonics has its own workbook with several pages for each lesson. The workbook sheets are reproducible and provide practice in a variety of skills, including beginning sound, rhyming words, contractions, compound words, and more, and there's a crossword puzzle for fun. Let's take a look at the reading books now. The reading books are all spiral bound. They're sturdy, high quality paper, plastic protection covers, and the stories are written to contain only the sounds that have been taught to date. Now, because the stories are based on things that happen in everyday life, the students will easily relate. This makes reading more engaging and leads to meaningful, extended learning. The Level 1 book covers just short A vowel and all the consonants. Level 2 includes all the short vowels and digraphs. Level 3, the long vowels, vowel consonant E, and vowel pairs. Level 4, the vowels controlled by L and R, silent D-syllable words, and the sounds of Y. 5, we have more phonograms and a big mixture of sounds that don't fall into any category. Now that all of these materials have been taught, they are intended to develop skills needed from kindergarten through 2nd grade. The student will develop good reading skills and developing success for life.